Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to this edition of Monday Motivation. You know, all my life, people have been telling me that I have an old soul. They say that I'm wise beyond my years. And I'm not saying that to puff my own chest up. I'm saying that to get you in the mind frame of what I'd like to discuss and what's going to be discussed today. You know, in the black community, wisdom and knowledge and information is passed orally, and it has been for a very long time, from older generations, older people, to the younger generation, and it's passed down orally over and over and over again. And what I did as a young person, I found myself actually spending a lot of time with people who were older than me. My brother was 5 years older than me, right? So for the most part, minimum, people that I was spending a bulk of my time with were actually 5 years or more older than me. So I got the wisdom and the information of their experiences very early in life. And I saw the benefits that brought me to learn from their successes and their failures. Also, whenever grown folks were talking, I literally was standing there, sitting there, whatever, absorbing the information that was being discussed by these older people. So with that being said, you guys, I have the opportunity to be able to share some time recently with some older people in Tennessee. And I marveled at some of the wisdom and some of the information that they were sharing about history of the town there in Chattanooga. And I thought this would be a great opportunity while I had someone down here with me in visiting here at my home, to bring them on to Monday Motivation and have them actually, share some information with my audience that I thought might be beneficial, that might be inspiring, that might be motivating, to see if young people or people that are just going through different things in life might be able to garner something from her experiences. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to bring on my special guest that I have with me today. So again, you know how we don't like to do edits on this program. So I'm going to get us in position and sit us down so that we can have a discussion and a conversation with my mom. I think she's going to have the opportunity here to share just something that someone might find beneficial in their life, and give them a perspective that might improve their future. All right. And with that being said, it's my mom.
Hi. And thank you, Jay.
No problem, Mom.
Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this session of Monday Motivation.
Believe me, it's an honor, because this program is literally about being able to inspire and to motivate others. Not only that, I've told this audience several times that Monday Motivation is also about leaving a legacy and leaving information for my son, for his kids, to be able to look back on this generation.
Absolutely.
And to be able to actually see and hear their words,
Yes.
and give them some wisdom and some understanding, some knowledge. All right. So I appreciate you being here.
Well, I appreciate that too. That's your desire to do that. I'd like to start by asking your audience a question. Do you know that a thirst for knowledge can lead to a black woman's promotion from an entry-level clerk to assistant secretary? That's an officer, y'all, in a major bank in New York City. Well, it can. But you must reach for that brass ring. Now, my brass ring, it was my dream for an education. My education, I considered it to be my way out, to break the cycle. That cycle being public assistance in my family. Public assistance was the welfare. You were on welfare. And the treatment that you received. Their personnel were told to go to your house without telling you they were coming, just knocking on your door. They were called investigators. They were looking around to see what you had. Sometimes you would see them making notes in their books, and you don't even know what notes they were putting in their books. They didn't allow you to have anything. You couldn't have a phone. You couldn't have a television. You were rearing kids and couldn't even have a television.
And you know what else you couldn't have? You couldn't have a man.
That's right.
You couldn't have a husband or a man in your house
Absolutely.
that was helping with the bills and things like that.
Those were the things that they were looking for, and that was why they were showing up unannounced to see what they could find out. Well, my determination led to my completion of high school. And that completion of high school was just the requirement that I needed to take the test to apply for the position of corrections clerk in the data entry department of a leading bank. I did well. My performance was noticed. And after several promotions, I was managing an entire department. I had two black men working under me. They were managers, and they coordinated my department and reported directly to me. At the end of my banking career, 26 years of service, I retired as AS, Assistant Secretary of the 6th largest bank in New York City. My success doing banking made it possible for my family to purchase a car. In fact, we had more than one car. We were able to purchase a home. Inside of that home, my children each, my 3 children, had their own bedrooms. My children were able to attend college and graduate from college. I was never able to attend college. But believe me, I earned many credits as I attended the American Institute of Banking. I was able to attend their weddings. I walked down the aisle 3 times myself. Once as the mother of the bride, and twice as the mother of the groom. I witnessed their success. I was happy about their success. They were Navy personnel. Once was a supervisor of risk management for a large corporation. An author, a consultant, a successful entrepreneur, an innovative motivational speaker. These are but a few of the many rewards that I received as a result of my journey, my thirst for knowledge. And I encourage every one of you, especially our youth, to dream, to pursue that dream to fulfillment, remembering that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with just one step.
Yep.
Thank you.
And that's correct. Now, I wouldn't want to end this without saying thank you to you for something else.
Okay.
When I was getting ready to forget about that, when I told that story to Gianna, you encouraged me to take this a step further.
Yes.
When the project was completed, you purchased books, 20 books for a whole classroom full of students. You are successful in a lot of different ways, but you taught us to give of ourselves. Even if it was just our physical labor when we arrive somewhere and there's something to be done, find something for your hands to do. You found a way to benefit someone else through something else that had been created. And I want to say thank you. I appreciate you. If more people were like you, imagine how much love would be being spread,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And there are people who purchase books for other people, but you purchased a block, 20 books, and said this is for a classroom full of students. I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. That's awesome support of your
And
child.
Actually, the teacher of that classroom is my daughter. My daughter through marriage, but she's my daughter.
That's right.
And
We don't do the in-law
she
thing.
made me smile. I tell you, I just filled with emotion when she filmed that class with each one of those children holding
Yep.
the book.
Sent us a picture of the holding
Oh
of the
my
book.
God, that
Yep.
moved me.
That's
So
right.
It was the thing to do. It
That's
was
right.
a great thing. And I thank her for that. And I thank you, baby boy.
It's awesome. I had great parents that inspired me in a lot of different ways, but they were involved in other people's lives, and had a positive impact on other people's lives. And it's my desire to make sure that we do the same thing in this generation. So thank you for being here, Mama.
Thank you, baby boy.
You know how much I love you.
And you
Yep.
know how much I love you.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
I appreciate you being here with me. And this is actually the very first guest that we ever had on Monday Motivation.
Wow.
So that's an honor.
That's
an honor.
Quite
Yep.
an honor.
There may be and will be others, but there can only be one first.
Wow. Thank you so
Word
much,
up.
Patrick. Thank
Nothing
you.
to it, Mama. You guys have an awesome week. All right?